Alright, so we are back after 2 months of no pay-per-views.
Shocker. And it's not our fault this time.
Yeah. Uh, I believe our last pay-per-view for WWE was like what, Survivor Series?
I believe so, yeah.
So that's back
Because
in the
the one in December,
yeah,
they didn't have one, but it was just NXT.
we was going to do the NXT Deadline pay-per-view, but we didn't get that. We didn't get to it.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you had like computer problems, so like your computer was dying every other day. So
Yeah. Luckily that's fixed now, which I'm very happy about. So anyway, guys, welcome to our prediction video for the Royal Rumble.
Mhm.
It's a new year and a new chance to succeed, I guess.
yeah, I mean, I'm kind of sad that our season didn't start January to January,
Yeah,
because then we could have done like the whole new year, new season, and
especially now that the Money in the Bank might be going away, which is what we started with.
yeah, exactly. That was our first one. So if they get rid of that,
They were fudged.
kind of, yeah. Because then it's just some random arbitrary July event that will just
Yeah.
be the first one of the next season. It's like, oh, great.
Hey guys, welcome to I don't know, bootleg, and this is our new season.
Yeah, welcome to season 3 where we'll be doing this freaking thing.
Welcome, welcome to fucking I don't know, Slamboree.
Slamboree. I like that. That's a good one.
They used to have that time
Yeah.
pay per view. Anyway,
Let's just bring Great Balls of Fire back and that'll be our intro.
yeah, have fucking Jerry Lee Lewis back. That was the shittiest name for a pay per view. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I'm curious if they did the name of the
They
pay-per-view
only
just to
did
fit the
that.
song,
They only
or
did that for Jerry Lee Lewis. There's no other
which I mean,
way.
it's kind of funny because like they should have done that after he passed. That would have made a lot more sense. But anyway,
All I remember from Free Ball Fire is that one meme of Sasha of like Sasha Banks in that fucking eat balls thing. You
oh
ever,
yeah, she was staring like in the right direction and just happened to say "eat balls" afterwards.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's the only thing I remember from Great Balls of Fire.
me too. I remember Joe was on the pay-per-view, I think, but that's like all
I
I can
know.
remember.
I don't remember any matches from that show.
Me neither. I just remember Joe was on it and Sasha Banks was on it, and that's it.
But anyway, this is Royal Rumble. This is actually a good pay per view.
Remains to be seen, but yeah.
Well, usually is with all
Yeah, usually it's a good one.
with all the surprises, you know.
It's got a lot of history, that's for sure.
Anyway, we only got 5 matches on the card. Should we get down to it?
Yeah, let's do this thing.
All right, I have the order that we're going to do it in our chat.
All right.
So for our first match, it's going to be a Mountain Dew Pitch Black match, non-spawn.
Yeah, totally not sponsored.
It's going to be Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight.
Oh, we never decided who goes first, like who takes what.
You can go first.
All right, Bray Wyatt.
Why is
It,
that?
it's kind of like, well, one, he's been building up to some kind of return, right? Like actual return, and so why would he lose to LA Knight in this one, especially if it's going to be a gimmick match, which are kind of his specialties. So it's kind of perfect for him.
Yeah, but didn't last time that Uncle Howdy showed up, he attacked Bray?
He did, but that's also kind of a mind games thing. Like, it's not taking a hit now to set up the future isn't exactly unheard of. So I'm
Yeah,
still gonna take the gimmick master
I get it.
in the gimmick match.
This is his like return match, you know. His first real match back. He had a live show match, but that don't count.
Right, like I said, they've been building up to him actually returning to the ring, so why would he lose his very first one out, especially with this little feud they've been building?
Which is pretty good feud, I might add. It's a
Yeah,
pretty.
I really like LA Knight. He's hilarious.
Oh, Eli.
Or Shane or whatever his name was when he did that That TV show with The Rock.
Oh, Max.
Ew. No, never Max. Never Max, no.
Anyway, I'm going Bray Wyatt too.
Mm-hmm.
He just returned. Nobody's going to lose.
Yeah. I mean, well, not only that, but like I was saying, like it's a gimmick match, and those are kind of his usual, so...
Maybe Bliss will help him out.
I don't know. Isn't she in the next one? So...
But that don't mean she's going to be after Bray, you know?
That's true. So kind of foreshadowing a little bit, potentially. You're right.
I'm just spitballing where they might be at, you know?
Yeah.
So she could be before Bray, she could be after Bray, she could be fucking taken off the card.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Raw did that on Raw 30. They took all the women off the card, so...
Yeah.
You never know.
Because all the nice little legends.
Yeah. So much so that we have 0 women representation on that darn show. Even though that you made your money off their fronts for the last 30 years.
There was no women legend on the show, weren't there?
Nope. There was no women action at all, from what I heard. And
well, Bailey and Becky were supposed to have a match, but then they canceled it. So you get like a minute of women on the show.
Exactly. Like, it was just not...
Hey, Rhea Ripley's on the show. Rhea was there.
She was there, but she was there because she's part of a group of men. That was the only reason that she was even involved. So, I don't know. It was just really weird to have.
Don't say no women.
Well, yeah, of course, women are on the show, but they're not represented for the division. You know, it's just I don't know. It felt wrong and kind of disturbing. But hey, maybe they're just prepping for when the Saudis take over, right?
Yeah.
So dumb. But anyway, speaking of women...
When they take over Saudi, they're going to fucking fire all the women.
It'll be really nice for other promotions. But we'll see how it all shakes out with the sale and whatnot. But anyway, speaking of women...
It'll be a damn sausage fest, you know?
I mean... I wouldn't complain, but...
Maybe speaking of women... The Raw Women's Championship. Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss.
Yep, and it's your turn.
Bianca. I'm never going against her. She roasted me too many times.
Yeah, she's been kind of your Bane pick for a while, so that's a smart move. I'm also taking Bianca, just because I see a path.
Although
and it doesn't involve Bliss being champion.
Although Uncle Howdy might play a factor.
Maybe. I mean, I do fully expect some like spooky stuff to happen, but
spoopy stuff.
Spoopy.
But anyway, I don't want to go against Bianca because she proved me wrong all the time. So
every time, yeah.
Never again. I don't care if she's not on the show. I want Bianca.
She can't even be in the match, and you'll still take her to win it. Yeah. I get that.
20 years from now, I'm gonna be like, well, what about Bianca?
She's just gonna haunt you forever at this point.
If it still do the 20 years, I'll still be going for Bianca, you know.
Mark it down. We'll have to remember that.
We should. We'll be like 40 years old and still be going Bianca.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're rolling pretty good about these so far. Oh, 9 minutes in.
Yeah. I mean, well, it helped that we talked for like 15 minutes before we started.
Yeah, our pregame. And I don't think it's going to stop here because we got the Undisputed Championship. Reigns versus Kevin Owens.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go Reigns still. I could easily see a scenario in which Kevin does win because of Sammy, but I don't think that it's time to get the titles off of Reigns just yet. So I'm gonna go with him to retain for a little bit.
Okay, so here's the first little fun stuff I was thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
I told you about it last night. How I think Kevin Owens might have put Sami's name on the contract.
Oh, yeah.
That could be a fun little twist, you know?
It could be fun. I could see that happening. I do think that there's definitely going to be some kind of shenanigans going on, but I don't know. I still think it's going to be enough to where Reigns will still win.
Especially now because Reigns said, I don't want to see you till Saturday. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that he'll try to help, but it's not going to go well. And then it's going to cause like even more.
He's probably going to screw up and inadvertently help Kevin Owens.
Yeah, but even then, I don't think it'll be enough to actually give Kev the win. I think that by hook or by crook, they're going to still keep the title on Reigns.
I heard you would lose it before WrestleMania, so
That could be interesting if he actually does. I'm not sure.
I heard you would lose one of the titles by WrestleMania.
Here's my only problem. I don't see him losing it to not a Vince guy now. Like, if H was still in control of everything, then I could see Kevin being the one to take it.
I mean, isn't he still kind of in control of the creative though?
I'm not sure. I remember hearing that like Steph stepped down and that Vince took more control over it again, and he was stepping in to take control of creative and all of that.
Triple H had a meeting with everybody and told them that they're not going to have any content change.
Which one can hope, because that would be, so much back and forth. Because like they just changed it when he took over, so you don't want to change it again when you don't have power. I don't know. I don't trust it, mainly because it's Vince. But I don't trust it, and so
seems sus.
Yeah, cringe. But yeah, it's a little sussy. Ew.
You feel dirty now, don't you?
I do. Ew.
Yes,
big cringe.
Embrace the memes.
No.
Anyway, both going for Kevin Owens, Kevin Owens. Both going over it.
Yeah, we're Reigns. definitely going with Owens. We're definitely taking Reigns in this one.
All right, now the fun matches. Oh boy. It's time for the men's Rumble matchup. This is my turn, right?
Yeah, because you took Bianca, and then I took Reigns, and then.
All right, so are we going to put everybody in the matchup and just kind of spitball whoever we can see? Or what?
Yeah, we can do it that way. Like I already kind of have an idea.
I already have one too, but
yeah, we probably have the exact same thought. To be fair.
Probably do. Actually, no, I don't. I don't think we do have the same thought.
Okay. We'll see.
Well, for the men's, probably, but.
Oh, yeah. For the women's, I think we probably disagree.
But anyway, for the men's matchup, everybody who's confirmed so far is Kingston, Escobar, Ricochet, Theory, Rollins, Lashley, Corbin, Mysterio, Gunther, Rhodes, Omos, McIntyre, Sheamus, Strowman, Cross.
Quite the list.
And I'm going to say it's going to be Rhodes.
Oh my god, yeah, I knew it. That is, yeah. I had a feeling that he was going to return.
Because they had a huge documentary about him coming back and everything. And just from to come back and just go, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's not going to have some kind of grand return to the company after a huge injury with all this hype and build up and then fall flat on his face. What it'll probably be is it'll be like the final four will be him, Lashley, Rollins, and
Theory.
Please. Please let it be Theory last. And then the three smaller gents will team up to get Lashley out of the ring. And then Theory will get tossed because he's garbage. And then it'll be Rollins and Rhodes last. And then Rhodes will get one final.
Yeah, it should be Rollins. it should be Rollins versus Rhodes in the last two.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that that would be how it would go down.
Kind of throwback to the old rivalry.
Yeah, exactly. And then Rhodes can once again defeat Rollins in a way, eliminating him and go on to face Reigns, just like they thought when they first signed him. Then they signed him to take the titles off of Reigns before he got hurt. So.
But yeah, I'm 100% confident my pick for Cody Rhodes to win this.
Yeah, I'm like 95.
Especially now if Vince is kind of sneaking back into control. Because
That was his plan before, so.
And Triple H and Rhodes don't really like each other.
Allegedly. I think that a lot of that was put on because of the whole company war.
I think he'd have a better chance of Vince was in control, you know?
I agree. I 100% agree. Because, I mean, Vince is the one who brought him back in to begin with. Right. So it would make the most sense. My 5% odd would have been Lashley. Just because Lashley is an absolute beast. And I think that him versus Reigns would be really fun.
I don't know who I would say if Rhodes wasn't in this matchup.
Yeah, honestly, me neither.
I think I'd go Gunther.
See, I thought about that, but he's already IC champion, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't like that idea. You're already a champion. You cannot feasibly be multiples.
I mean, you can.
We already have that. Well, I mean, you can, but it's just dumb. Like, they should be focusing on getting Imperium the tag team titles, and then they can just dominate that way. That would make a lot more sense to me. So I was thinking Lashley would be fun.
Or
I
Rollins.
think that he would be. Well, I thought about Rollins too,
or
but
Strowman.
Rollins already lost. Exactly. I was thinking either Lashley or Strowman to go against Reigns.
There's a good amount of people that can be it. Cross, Strowman, Rhodes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I mean I can see scenarios for most of them. Like, because Cross was rumored to get the title off of Reigns at one point too, but then Drew said no. So that whole debacle went down.
No,
so I kind of
me first. Me first.
Yeah, exactly. So when they had their little feud, then that kind of ruined Cross's chance.
Now he's going for Mysterio. For some reason.
It's just that makes no sense to me at all. It's just a really random story that they decided to throw in. But yeah, I agree with you on Rhodes. And then if it wasn't going to be Rhodes, I would take Lashley. Just because I don't remember him and Reigns facing off, and I think that'd be a really fun story and fight.
You're gonna let Lashley drop out to fucking Reigns?
No, that's what I'm saying is I think it'd be a really fun fight, and I think if anybody could beat Reigns, I would give the nod to Lashley any day. But I also know the company that we're in, so.
Yeah. All right, so we agree on the men's match. So it all comes down to women's matchup.
I don't think we're gonna agree on this one.
We're not. So. I have a really weird pick.
Okay.
All right, the women's matchup this time. And it's your turn. Do you want the people in this?
Yes, please.
All right, not a lot of people, but there's some. So
we got confirmed anyway.
Yeah, we got Morgan, LeRae, Ripley, Raquel, Shayna, Zelina, and Emma.
Those are the only ones that are confirmed?
Yeah.
Excuse me, where is my pick? Can you read those names one more time?
Morgan, LeRae, Ripley, Raquel, Shayna, Zelina, and Emma.
Okay. Thank you, because I missed my pick being part of that, and I'm like, excuse me. That's a problem. I'm taking Ripley.
What's funny... Oh my god.
We agree?
Yes.
Of course we do. Okay, so what's your logic on it? Because I know that mine was just because I remember that her and Bianca were supposed to.
I mean, you can choose your pick if you do it not on a list, you know?
I mean, true, yeah.
Are you still going Ripley?
Yeah, I'm still taking Ripley. That was my first thought, and that's why I was concerned, because they weren't confirmed for it yet, and I'm like, that seems weird. But yeah,
All right,
Ripley was my first thought.
here's my theory on it, and it's a funny one.
It's just a theory.
See, Rose and Ripley are both nightmares, so
That is such a connection to try to make. Wow.
that's the only reason why I have Ripley.
Wow. Okay. Well, my reasoning is that her and Bianca Belair were supposed to fight for the title before she got hurt. And so they're kind of pushing that forward a little bit now that she's coming back. And my secondary pick, if it wasn't going to be Ripley, probably would have been Rodriguez or Liv Morgan.
Oh my
So
god.
we can have somebody for Flair to face.
The same secondary people, too.
Yep. I love Rodriguez.
Because
She's
Raquel is
really
such a beast, you know?
She is. She's so good. And it's been really fun, like, watching her growth and come into her own. She's gotten so much better.
Although I do want to see Emma do something, too, you know?
Yeah, last I knew they were going to use her relationship with Madcap McGee. Their actual real life relationship was going to come into play in the ring as well. So probably like a mixed tag or some kind of,
Against who?
I don't know, Karrion Kross and Scarlett. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, because Madcap got choked out by a cross.
Yeah. So now Scarlett can get herself beaten by Emma because she's not really all that good, and Emma's actually legit. So
I mean, Scarlett's not too bad.
she's a
Hot
valet.
take. Hot take.
Yeah, she's a valet more so than an in-ring wrestler, but sure.
I mean, she had wrestled before.
She has. That's my point. She's not that good. So, if it was mano a mano, Emma would destroy her.
I can't believe we fucking
Me neither.
got both these Rumbles.
But what's funny is it was completely different logic.
I know.
One was just like, well, they both have a nightmare gimmick. Let's just go with that.
Well,
And the other was like,
and what? Oh, it was like a button up response. Yeah.
yeah.
Mine was, hey, they both have nightmare.
That is such a...
I told you it was a weird stretch.
Yeah.
But hey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Though I'm curious,
that the final...
who was your original pick?
For the Women's Rumble?
Yeah.
Ripley.
I thought you said your girl was in it.
No, that was my thing. I didn't hear you say Ripley.
Oh, okay.
And so I kind of freaked at first because I was like, excuse me, I'm going with Ripley? Why wasn't she confirmed? I could have swore she was. So then I thought maybe she got taken out again. Like, you know, I was going with her to win in that one ladder match and she wasn't even in the match anymore. So...
Yeah, I thought you said your girl was in it, so...
Yeah, no, she is. I just wanted to make sure that she was actually confirmed in the list that you read off, because I didn't hear her name mentioned, so...
Hey, maybe I'll win both these matches and fucking destroy the Rumble this year, you know?
Maybe, yeah, because the Rumble last year that we didn't have a count towards things, we both kind of called it, because you called Edge and a random surprise thing, and I called Flair.
Wasn't that part of this? Wasn't that part of the season?
That might have been last year, yeah, that might have been last season, because I think that was one of the first times that... Was that when we tied the pay-per-view?
I think so, yeah. Because I was down by one and Edge saved me.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember, I think I went with Daniel Bryan.
Oh, Bryan Danielson.
Yep. Shame. For shame.
But if we can win this year, then we'll tie, you know?
Yeah, because we have agreed on literally every single match, so...
So it's either going to be a tie or nothing, you know?
Yeah, I mean, well, we tie regardless.
Oh,
We can
yeah,
miss every single match and we still tie
yeah.
at 0 points all.
I
That'd
just
be
can't.
horrible.
I just can't believe that we both went for the same people in a Rumble match. Out of 30 people, well,
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have everybody that was confirmed in, but for me, I mean, it was just kind of like basic. Like the men's is kind of obvious who's going to be, and the women's isn't nearly as obvious, but we both kind of wanted to take more of a shot in the dark. And
yeah,
honestly, I think that having Raw win something would make sense. Because right now, SmackDown's been dominating.
right. But yeah, like this is kind of a wash, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of we have had pay-per-views like that before though, where we just agreed on everything. And it was basically just a podcast at that point,
Pretty much, yeah.
which is fine.
Okay, I have one more thing to ask you, and that
Okay.
is, do you think they'll bring in any people from other promotions?
Um,
Like I heard,
you mean like last year when they brought Mickey James in?
yeah.
I mean, maybe
Like I heard that they're going to bring in Jay White.
from New Japan.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna do that, I would rather them bring in Will Ospreay, and then you could have him and Ricochet do their vintage spot again, which would be amazing to see.
that would be.
Yeah. So I think something like that would be fun. Um, I don't
I
know.
heard
Like
I heard Matt Cardona was supposed to be in this.
that I can see. I can see that one for sure. Because I mean, for me, if you're gonna bring someone in, it has to have a connection with you. Like when they brought Mickey James in,
And plus
like
Matt's supposed to come back, you know.
yeah, exactly. He was supposed to come back and like reprise the whole Ryder thing and
He
his
don't he
wife, but
don't he don't be called Ryder anymore. He says Ryder's dead.
allegedly, but money talks. So we'll see how he actually stands against that. Um, I don't know. I mean, I think that they might bring some more people back, but it has to be bringing them back, not like someone who's never had a connection with you. Like I know that there is the rumor about Jay White, but I don't know. I don't really see that.
I mean, I think it'd be kind of cool to have like at least one person who'd never been in WWE before just
Oh,
roll
it
in.
would be. It would be cool. I just don't know that the E would go that route
Maybe have
and
fucking
bring
Josh.
in.
Maybe have fucking Josh Alexander from TNA, the current champion there.
Maybe. I don't know. Like, I think the only reason that it worked for that whole Forbidden Door thing was because Mickey James was from there.
Yeah, but I like to have that. I like the addition to of the Forbidden Door. You know,
Yeah, I did too. I don't know that it's going to be like.
because that was pretty hype seeing the Impact Championship on a WWE show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't think that they would go that route because they're very heavily pre-planned,
And
and
if,
so
and
you can't really trust.
Triple H still in control, then there's a lot more
If he still
chance
is,
of
then
that.
true. I could see him bringing Joe in, because him and Joe still have some kind of a relationship.
I could bring a lot of people in because Triple H has a lot of connections with people from
True.
other promotions.
Yeah, he does.
I think maybe Andrade can come back because he's kind of not like an AEW now.
Mm, maybe. Yeah, I could see where that would be an open door to him.
I think Miro's not like into AEW right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really seen much about him recently, but I mean, maybe. At least, doing a one spot, I could see. But
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it'd be interesting.
there's a lot of potential for Forbidden Door. You know.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of that is why they didn't confirm more than 15.
Yeah,
That's
because
half. Half of the Rumble is confirmed, and the other half is going to be filled with,
surprises,
yeah, surprises, unknowns,
jobbers.
random legends and jobbers who have no business still being here. So it'll be something like that. But
And in the women's matchup is even more chance for surprises because there's only 7.
Yeah, exactly. There's only 7 confirmed out of 30, so they need to fill in a bunch of women's spot. And now they wouldn't have to if they didn't fire literally everybody on the roster. But they have NXT they can dip into. They have indies they can go and grab,
And if
bring people
they
back.
and maybe the other promotions.
Yeah, I don't foresee AEW women going there. I think they're a little too much
Could you
for
imagine? Could you
for the
imagine
company.
Could you imagine some of the fucking Britt Baker coming to
Not a
Rumble?
chance. Not an no way. There is no way I see Britt Baker going to the Rumble or Thunder Rosa. No. You would have better luck going and getting Rosemary off of TNA or
Maybe Storm could come back.
I don't know about that. Maybe Mandy Rose, and it was all just a work after all.
Maybe.
This whole thing was just a work, just to get her more popularity.
Like, hey guys, I'm back.
That whole thing was just so dumb.
That was kind of a shit move though. Fire her
It,
for
yeah.
nothing.
Well, I mean, it wasn't nothing. It was
Well,
definitely some, but it wasn't. I don't think it was a fireable offense, all things considered.
it's just OnlyFans, you know.
I mean, she was nude though. Like she did flash herself nude, which is not very good with the whole PG vibe that the E is. But I would have
The way
reprimanded
the
rather
way
than
the way I see it is they could do whatever they want on social media as long as that's not too bad, you know.
I would I would argue that posting nudes of yourself would be too bad when the primary audience of your company is kids. Because it
I
was it was
guess.
conduct detrimental to the brand, basically. Um, and that's what she did, and she's paid for it. But she's actually making more money now than she did as a competitor. So it's a
Yeah, so
win-win.
I don't think she's too sad about being fired.
No, no, because well, she's able to use the injustice of being fired for using her own body for herself as a way of launching her career in that world. So it's a benefit to her. So
But anyway, that's gonna be the end of the Rumble pay per view. So as always, if you liked it, you guys can check me out. I'm doing a Days Gone playthrough. I'm doing Nancy Drew and everything else. If
still
you
getting
want,
stuck in the forest.
if you want to check Joy out, she's doing uh, NFL predictions. If we're gonna see that.
That I was waiting for you to actually come up with something that I've done to make sure that you actually paid any kind of attention.
Yeah,
So
sure. You watch that. You do that. One thing, Pogo.
yeah, I do.
Yeah. See, I know what you do.
It's actually been going very well for me too. So
I know what
appreciate
you.
that.
I know what you do.
Mm, okay.
I mean, what else am I going to fucking have? I mean, all you do is Pogo and fucking NFL,
that
basically.
that's fair. Yeah, basically that's pretty much all I've been doing recently was the NFL season and Garden Blast. It's pretty much my entire channel at this point. But I have a few little surprises sprinkled in here and there. I've got a series with Jonas that I'm still having to edit down, and then the thing with John that I'm doing too. So
All right, so if you guys like any of that, you guys can check us out, and we'll see you next time for what's next gonna be. What's gonna be next? The
my
chamber,
brain said fast lane, but that's not right. So yeah,
the
the
chamber,
chamber.
or no escape for all you Germans out there.
No escape. There will
No
be no escape.
no escape hype.
Yeah.
See you next time.